Hi everybody, here we are again, and it's a Mangrove Jack's Craft Series 2.5% Session Ale. Here to talk about it. So, the bit that I've cut out of the packet to put on the fermenter and the barrel, you may have noticed I've adjusted it slightly. 2.5%, taking piss. Yes, 2.5% would be a session ale. You would never ever get pissed on 2.5%. You could have a session for 36 hours. I'll stop now. What came in the kit? It's another one of those. So technically, it's an all malt kit. If you brew it to the instructions and you want a 2.5% beer. It's one, and someone has mentioned this, that they've had the pouch in a pouch and they've not had the pouch in a pouch in a pouch. I have bought some that have not been a pouch in a pouch in a pouch, but quite a few have been a pouch in a pouch in a pouch, and it's just ridiculous. And it's a ridiculous gimmick anyway. It makes life hard work. I'm going to stop ranting. I've ranted before. It's rubbish. Go back to either a single pouch with bits stuck on the outside. Bit of glue. That's all you need. Bit of glue. Bit of glue. Stick your yeast on. Bit of glue. Stick your hops on. Bit of glue. Stick your instructions on. That's sort of peelable glue. Sure, it'd be easier. I'm ranting again. I apologise. So, you get a pouch of 2 kilos. Most of it is pre-hopped malt. What you don't get is a kilo of brewing sugar. I used a kilo of brewing sugar. You do get Session Amber Ale hops, 30 grams. It may mention on the packaging what they are, I don't know. You get instructions that I didn't follow. You get a packet of English ale yeast, 5 grams, probably knackered because it's been in hot water to soften the malt. As you do, you put it in hot water, soften the malt, so you can get the malt out easy. We'll have a look. Pilot batch, limited edition, won't be buying it again. 2.5% based on use without I think that should be any extra fermentables, but it doesn't look like any. Maybe. Makes 23 litres, 6.07 US gallons. Oh, it does say 30 grams of Columbus hops. Ignoring the yeast because it's crap. Knackered. Bitterness rating 3 out of 5. Bitterness IBU 15 to 20. Colour amber. Ingredients: liquid malt extract, in brackets, malt extract, in brackets, barley, close brackets, water, hop extract, close brackets, dried hops, dried yeast, in brackets, yeast, open brackets, yeast emulsifier, open brackets, sorbitol monostearate, close brackets, close brackets, close brackets. Allergen declaration, usual, allergens in bold, so it's gluten. Tasting notes. with aromas of spice and citrus. This amber ale brews light in alcohol, yet rich in malt character, with caramel notes and balanced by a notable hop bitterness. So, Mangrove Jack's 2.5 session ale. Using 1 kilo of brewing sugar. Reusing my SO4 yeast as usual, as the yeast supplied was probably knackered due to putting it in the hot water because of the stupid pouch in a pouch. Stop. Starting gravity was 1.042 at 17 degrees C. Dry hopped with the 30 grams for 2 days, approximately. Finishing gravity was 1.014 at 20 degrees C, so 3 degrees difference, bit of messing figures, can't be arsed. Turns out about 3.8% ABV. Cost of the kit was £19.95, with £3 added on top of brewing sugar. That makes 57.375 pence per pint. If you use standard brewing sugar, standard table sugar rather, it'd be about 5p cheaper. If you didn't use any sugar, it'd be 15p cheaper per pint. But it'd be drinking piss water. Not overly impressed. So let's take a look at it. It is polish clear, I'd say. Polish clear, that. You can see stuff through it. It is a light amber colour. Does produce a head, but it doesn't stay around long. It drops off to a ring at most. Flash you with the torch. It does produce a little bit of lacing on the glass, but not much. Certainly not after a few swigs, the head's near enough gone. So, aroma. What was it? All that spicy bollocks. Mildly beery. Yeah. Aromas of spice and citrus. Nope. No, I'm getting a bit of maltiness, that's about it. Not getting any citrus. Not really getting any spiciness. Let's give it a taste. There is a slight sweetness, only slight, and a light maltiness. That's about it, really. There's a hint of earthiness going on, but you've got to really sort of look for it. I wouldn't say much in the way of bittering. a very gentle bittering at most. Yeah, sort of about there. There is a bittering. When you breathe in, it gives you that bittering sort of slight texture, flavour. Texture. It's more like a texture, like a not a coolness, but something like that. It's alright. It's not actually too bad. I've had far better. Mouthfeel. There's no watery gaps, but there's nothing really earth-shattering, exciting about it either. It's sort of like low, maybe low to medium, mouthfeel-wise. £20 for a kit and kilo, basically. For an all malt kit, £20 isn't bad. Apart from the fact it's 2.5%. So half the ABV that you would normally get in an all malt kit. Overall, a little bit shabby. I'd say 3 out of 5 stars. Would I buy it again? No. No. It's a pilot batch. If you're listening, bin it off. A session beer should be about 4%. 2.5 isn't a session beer. You're on a low alcohol beer. That's not a session beer, that's a low alcohol beer. It's the sort of stuff that you used to drink 5 pints and drive home. Not personally. Other people used to do. Back in the 80s. Probably risking your licence because you're probably still over the limit at 5 pints of 2.5% ABV. But you wouldn't feel like you were. You wouldn't get pulled because you would never be showing that you're drunk in the first place. Anyway, stop waffling. Stop waffling. Like, comment and subscribe. See you next time. Cheers. Bye.